Did you know that pets have toys? I am learning so much on this journey. And no, it's not JD, it's NISA. And this is Doggie Tales.
The all-new Doggie Tales with your host, me, JD. Doggie Tales, sponsored by Alston's Marketing Company Limited, Amco, ProPet, Crupis, NextGuard, HeartGuard, Guardian General Insurance Company Limited, Pet Insurance.
On today's episode, we meet the beautiful Zara and her caretakers, her now caretakers, that is, 50 and Racket. I'm so excited for you to hear their story.
So, tell me the story about how you get this dog.
Well, saying Zara, she was really dropped off by one in my session now, and she does decide she can't take care of Zara no more. So, really and truly, I wasn't even ready to take on Zara, and my brother 50 here is who really constructive. He more professional in dealing with them now, in dealing with dogs and animals and things. So I kind of asked him for a little assistance and thing, and Zara she like him more than me now, you know. So I going down with that, and Zara just make me feel like, you know, I have something to live for now, boy. I feel more responsible knowing that I had to get up and deal with she feed, she thing. I feel more responsible now, so I kind of thankful for Zara anytime in life, no matter she was abandoned.
Yeah.
She's still a part of we now, boy, and that's what we're going down with.
Hi, I'm Dr. B. Harry, and we're happy to be on Doggie Tales. Hi, morning.
Hi, morning.
All right, so who do we have here?
We have Zara here.
And boy or girl?
Girl,
And how old is she?
Well, I don't know how old she is right now.
All right. She ever had any shots?
I don't know.
Okay, so tell me what you do know with her so far.
Well, what we know so far is that she was a stray dog,
Right.
and you know, me and my partner here, you know, decide to, you know, keep her and take care and feed her and etc.
Right.
But from there, we don't know how old, how much shot she need to get, so we just try to watch at the food that we giving her now.
Right.
You know, so but she nearly eating the chow, so like we said, there was a guy on work, he said, you know, well, since all you fellas, you know, find a dog and whatnot, you know, I don't want to introduce all you to this dog show and invite we, and this is how we reach here to really give, you know, give more care to Zara.
So looking at her teeth, she's about 5 to 6 months old, right? So at this age, she could get 2 vaccines 3 weeks apart. So we'll organize with that. Let's get a weight on her and then go from there.
Zara, let's see how much you weigh.
Hold up. Let's see if it's steady. Okay.
Put her back on.
Go back on, yeah, because I find a little lighter than what all right, yeah, okay. Okay, so you can bring her. All right, so she's eating okay?
Yeah, she's eating okay, but like I said, me and my partner did start her on some dog chow. Well, she didn't really get familiar with the dog chow as yet because the food we giving her is just like boiled rice and chunks of chicken and whatnot.
All right, any vomiting?
No vomiting.
Any diarrhea?
No diarrhea, nothing.
Okay, all right. So what we'll do is, to gauge her age, when you see this incisor coming out, they're about 6 months old, right?
Okay,
You see on this side, the baby tooth still have to come out.
Okay.
So she's about 6 months old, right? So you can rest her hand on her. What we'll do is we'll take her temperature, and then we'll do a physical exam on her and vaccinate her, right?
I see she's a little frightened, you know.
Yeah, you're cool and you're frightened, don't worry. So seeing you're having a new puppy, what questions you need to know other than the feeding?
Well, I would like to know, well, seeing that she's a female or whatnot, when she started call and thing,
All right.
how do you go about the lining stages and think if she missed the first lineage or whatnot now?
Okay, so normally I advise to skip the first heat, but you have a way to go from that, right? She has to be at least 15 months.
No problem.
Right? So in the meantime, as a puppy, you're keeping her on puppy food until she's 15 months of age, right? Feed her 2 to 3 times a day, right? And bathe her once every 3 weeks. You don't bathe her any more than that because it'll dry out her coat, right?
So what, one more question I want to ask, like in terms of the food, do you have any brand or whatnot? Because I know
It depends on how the dog growing. So sometimes they grow better on some foods compared to others. If not, if you find you have on one and she's not putting on the weight, change the brand. Okay, so generally just keeping a track of the ears. They're nice and clean. Don't do anything. If you find any discharge, bring it to a vet.
No problem.
Right? This baby tooth will fall out. You might get a little bleeding. Don't worry. Other than that, she seems to be in alright health. So we'll go ahead and vaccinate her. The dewormer will sting a little, or maybe a lot, right? Giving her vitamin shots. If you see she pass a little red urine, don't worry. That's okay. It's just because it's water soluble. Right?
Don't worry.
Don't worry. And
Don't
this is
worry.
the one that might sting a little bit.
Don't worry, baby. Don't worry.
All right, and you're all good to go there. Now, because she's already 6 months, what you need to take into consideration is flea and tick treatment and prevention, and as well as heartworm prevention. Right? So this is where I'll recommend that she gets the heart guard once a month, as well as next guard once a month.
So
Right?
all this information you will be giving us.
Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll do up a report and I'll email you all it. But in the meantime, the heart guard is, she was 23 pounds, right? So we'll give her one at 23 and the rest at 25 pounds because she'll put on weight in the next few weeks, right? But as I say, it's monthly. So she'll get the heart guard and then she'll get the next guard as well, right? Which will last you for the next 3 months. Right, so this starts from next month, as well as this. One a month for the next 3 months.
And the directions of giving them.
1 pill once a month.
Chuck it down.
It's a treat. It's beef flavored, so you're fine.
Oh,
Right, so you just put it in your hand and they normally take it.
And our next question I want to ask is that that if we could join her like in this clinic.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll take all the information and then, well, another shot should be given in the next 3 to 4 months, 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay, no problem.
Right, and then that will get her up to date with all her vaccines. Yeah, you see, you're smelling it through the box already.
Yeah.
Next thing is with the collar, always make sure you have 2 finger spaces, right? So you still have space in this one, but remember they grow really quickly, really big and really quickly.
Okay, no
Yeah.
problem. Thanks. very
No
much.
problem. Yes, nice to meet you. Nice to
My
meet
name
you.
is Derek.
And I'm Shivana, Dr. Biari.
Okay,
Yeah.
Mr.
Of course, we saw how Zara loved the Next Guard products, and she gets to go home with months worth of it. And of course, she also gets a hamper from ProPet.
So we just finished seeing about Zara. She's such a lovely puppy, very good health, so nothing more than shots needed. But if you need any further services, we are a full service veterinary clinic. We offer blood work, CBC, biochemistry, x-rays, ultrasounds, boarding facilities, pickup, drop-off, euthanasias. Generally, anything you need, we could provide. Our information is Golden Pride Veterinary Clinic, 20 Freeland Street, Tunapuna. The contact numbers are 221-0934, WhatsApp 338-VETS, or emergency 333-1010. Have a good day.
Hi, Dr. Straker. Thank you so much for joining us today.
And thanks for having me, Glenda.
That's great. We have with us today Daisy, our beautiful Cocker Spaniel. So, Dr. Straker, today we would like to have you tell us what are some of the things that we can do to keep our pets safe when there's a flood or a storm, because our little fur babies, we know that they can get so scared.
So generally for owners, I recommend always preparing a safe haven at home. And I don't recommend doing it only when there's adverse weather. You should always have this space ready for your pet. And what a safe haven is a space where nothing bad happens to your pet. So like maybe an area where you have their bedding and their toys and anything that they really enjoy. You can move it to a space where they like to be, and usually it's a nice covered area. I don't know if you realize most dogs like to be under something. Yeah, so creating a nice safe space like that for your pet is excellent, and they will always use it in adverse weather situations.
Okay. In regards to supplies, what do you think that we should always stock up on at home for our pets?
So for your pets, especially during adverse weather, you want to make sure you have a good supply of water and food for yourself and your pets in the event you cannot go out. You also want to make sure you have a first aid kit for yourself and your pet as well. So in your first aid kit, you would have things like antiseptic solutions such as salve, things like Negacent powder so you can keep away flies if there's any wounds or anything. And just basic medications that your pet may require on a daily basis until you can get to your veterinarian.
Okay, that's great. Sometimes during these adverse weather, we may lose our pet, or your dog is an outside dog, may get out of their kennel because they're frightened and they act so anxious and they may run away. What would you recommend for us to do so that our pets can be easily identified?
Okay, in terms of identification, I always recommend pet owners, they have their pets with a collar on them, and the collar should either have their name tag, or you can also microchip your pet as well. So in the event the collar comes off, you can also identify them at a shelter perhaps with microchipping, or any vet clinic that would have a scanner.
Okay, that's excellent. In regards to your dog and helping keep your dog calm during a storm, what do you recommend?
Yes, lots of pets do get really anxious with adverse weather, with all the noise, whether it's thunder or even with fireworks, for example. And for those pets, I definitely recommend, for the really anxious ones, speak to your veterinarian about sedatives or anti-anxiety medications. And there are also some calming supplements available over the counter at pet stores.
Okay, thank you so much. Well, Dr. Straker, those are all the questions that we have for you today. Thank you so much for joining us. Tell Dr. Straker, thank you, Daisy.
Bye, Daisy, and thank you.